Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. On Tuesday, August the 4th, we're going to talk about something we've covered on this program 3 or 4 times in the past, I believe. It's called Global First Responders. And I want to introduce you to 2 people who are representing this organization. You have J.D. Calvin and Rasha Abousalem.
Yes.
All right, good to have both of you here.
Thanks for having us.
It's our pleasure. For people who may not be familiar or have missed it in the past, explain what Global First Responders is.
Well, it was started right here in Columbia, Missouri, and it serves 2 primary functions. One is to serve as a social network for between healthcare providers and volunteers, and second, to recruit teams to provide medical relief and do some community building and some education while they're in location.
Yeah. Now, Rasha, how many trips have the Global First Responders been on, helping people around the world?
Overall, with the multiple, countless volunteers that they've done over 30 international trips total.
Over 30 international trips.
So not everybody's done the same trip, but with the volunteers, they've all done total. Yeah.
But when you look at 30, they have reached out and helped a great number of people in the world.
And they've definitely built bonds with the communities that they've had repeated trips on, like in Haiti and Ethiopia and Jamaica. They've gone on multiple trips, so they've definitely built relationships there that help preserve the work that they've done there and continue to do so.
And a lot of these people have no medical care whatsoever until Global First Responders shows up and helps them. Have you been on a trip?
Yes.
Yes. Where were you?
Actually, I was first introduced to Global First Responders on my Jordan trip last year when I went to Jordan. I had been contacted by the organization they were working with to translate. They were short a translator. So I ended up translating for Global First Responders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And J.D.?
I was in Haiti last year.
And you're a volunteer? You're not a doctor.
No.
You're a volunteer.
No.
So you're looking for people from all walks of life to volunteer.
Absolutely.
Do you pay your own fare to go on the trips?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to pay for everything yourself?
Yeah, the volunteers are responsible for getting themselves there, but we have recently started a crowd sourcing aspect or feature to our website where volunteers can raise money on the actual Global First Responder website.
Okay, so you can go to the Global First Responders website and get all the information you need.
Absolutely.
And sign up to become a volunteer. Now, you've got a little video and audio that we want to run for you right now. What is this before we go to it?
This is just a short cartoon we put on our website that kind of summarizes what we're all about and what we need.
Okay, so it's got video. If you want to see the video, you can go to kbia.org, click on Radio Friends, and watch the vodcast of this program. But the audio is self-explanatory, too.
You got it.
Okay, so Travis, if you go ahead and roll that, we'll let you listen to it for just a bit, and we'll come back, talk more about Global First Responders.
After the devastating earthquake in Haiti, a young physician saw a need for a centralized network for relief agencies. With a skill set in medicine and logistics thanks to his training in the Marine Corps, the doctor went to work and started Global First Responder. Global First Responder has 2 primary functions. 1, to serve as a centralized global network for agencies and individuals involved in this type of work. 2, recruit and build teams for relief work worldwide. By making the volunteer process easier and more centralized, Global First Responder hopes to increase global participation in relief work. Global First Responder focuses not only on healthcare delivery, but health education and community development. To date, working with other relief agencies, Global First Responder has worked in more than 8 countries. GFR is primarily medical, But we also supplement each team with volunteers with other valuable skill sets, like teaching and construction backgrounds. We are a nonprofit entity, and we need your help so we can continue to help others. Without you, there is no Global First Responder. Donate today at globalfirstresponder.com.
Well, that pretty much tells the whole story about global first responders.
That was the idea.
Yeah. So if somebody is interested in this, if they go on your website, do you have future trips listed right now?
We have under trips, we have the trip the next upcoming trip is to India. On August 5th we leave, and then we have a trip
Oh,
going...
so you leave tomorrow. You're leaving tomorrow,
We're
August the
leaving
5th
soon.
for India. Are you going?
Yes, I'm going.
So you're here today with us, and you're leaving for India tomorrow.
Yes, in a bit.
And then how long will you be in India?
We'll be working, the medical mission trip is for a week. And then the next trip is to Ethiopia in October. And then for 2016, on the list, we have Turkey or Jordan to return to the Syrian refugees. We have Haiti, Jamaica, the Congo.
So you can. So obviously it's too late. You can't leave for India tomorrow.
Yeah,
They can't go.
Our India volunteer list is capped.
Right.
We're still looking for volunteers for Ethiopia and then the future.
So what's the next one? Ethiopia
in October.
So if you're interested in volunteering, and what are you looking for as far as people for Ethiopia?
For Ethiopia, again, depending on the trip, it's specified specifically for each trip. So for Ethiopia, they're going to do some community building, and they're looking for usual nurses, doctors. So that's what they'll be looking for.
And just ordinary people too?
They do take humanitarian,
Okay, yeah.
but it depends on how many we need. So
Okay.
they might need 3 for humanitarian. With bigger trips, they might need 5. So it really depends on the location we're going to.
All right. Check it out on the website, and each person that goes is responsible for their own transportation there.
Yes.
Correct.
Right.
But we facilitate that on the website as well, so they can do some fundraising on our website, which is very helpful.
All right. Thank you, both of you, for coming by. And give us a
you.
website address again.
Well, we've shortened it. It's
Yes.
gogfr.com, so it's a little bit easier on the keyboard.
GoGFO.com, which stands for Global First Responder.
Yes.
Gogfr.com. You got it.
GFR. Thank you,
You got it.
very much. All right. Tomorrow, MU Healthcare and Columbia Access TV. Our program directed by Travis McMillan. Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director, Lowell Thomas. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, I would love to hear from you. Just drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.